All right, today we're going to break down Microsoft's big AI playbook. And get this, it's not really about chatbots. It's about building this massive AI factory that's supposed to power, well, everything. So, what does that even mean? Let's get into it.
You see, Satya Nadella's whole point is that AI is changing. It's not just some tool anymore. It's becoming more like an expert partner, right by your side. An assistant that can tackle the really tough stuff. And it doesn't matter if you're in a boardroom or, say, out on a farm.
But to make that a reality for everyone, well, you're going to need a lot more than just a chatbot. You need a factory. And that's the big idea we're going to unpack here, piece by piece. We'll start with the part of this factory you'll actually see and use every day, the part that lives on your screen. So let's talk about that everyday assistant. Microsoft's whole vision here is to turn Copilot into something they're calling an agentic system. Now, what does that fancy term mean? Basically, it's not just about asking a question and getting an answer anymore. The idea is you can actually delegate real, complex, multi-step jobs to your AI. And they actually showed this off in a live demo, this new agent mode. And honestly, it's super simple. You just give a command, in plain language, then the AI gets to work, doing all the heavy lifting right there in your document or spreadsheet. And this is the key part, you're still in total control. You're the one reviewing and approving every single change. Just think about the impact of that. I mean, work that used to take hours, all that tedious data finding, copying, pasting, formatting, could now be done in just a few minutes. It's a total game changer. So, okay, that's the end goal, right? The really cool part. But what does it actually take to build one of these powerful agents? Well, if you want to build a truly great AI agent, it all starts with one thing: context. The AI has to have the right information. And Microsoft, of course, has a name for the system that handles all of that. They call it the IQ Factory. The easiest way to think about this IQ layer is like it's the AI's brain. It's the thing that connects all your crucial data. We're talking emails, files, business analytics, team chats, the whole shebang. It gives the AI a real deep understanding of your world. And once that foundation is there, developers can jump in with what's called the Agent Factory, a whole set of tools to build custom AIs for pretty much any job you can think of. Okay, so a team of AIs all working together, that can sound a little abstract, right? A bit like science fiction. So to bring this idea down to earth, Nadella shared this really fun side project he cooked up over a holiday weekend. And his goal? It was pretty awesome, especially if you're a cricket fan. He wanted to use AI to figure out the all-time best Indian cricket team. But here's the clever part. He didn't just ask one single AI. No way. He created what he called an AI council. He basically gave different AI models specific jobs and had them debate and reason their way to an answer. And this is just a fantastic way to see how it works. You've got one AI acting as the chairman. Its job is to listen to everyone and then make the final call. Then you have your council members, AIs like GPT-4, Claude Opus, and Gemini. Each one has a specific role. One argues for a certain player, another provides the counter-argument, and a third one just crunches all the historical data and stats. It's a team effort. So what you end up with is what Nadella calls a chain of debate, which I think is a great phrase. It's not just a chain of thought from a single AI. It's a real dynamic debate. And yeah, picking a cricket team is a lot of fun, but you can see how powerful this is, right? You could use this exact same setup for really high-stakes decisions in business or finance or even healthcare. Okay, so that's the builder's factory. We've talked about the AI on your screen and the tools to build it. But what's powering all of this? What's the engine underneath the hood? Well, it all boils down to what he calls the token factory. Now, tokens are just tiny pieces of data. It's how an AI thinks. And this factory, it's the massive global infrastructure of data centers that churns out these tokens on an insane scale. The whole game is efficiency, getting the most performance for every watt of power, for every rupee spent. And this isn't just theoretical. I mean, look at how this is actually being built out in India. Microsoft is expanding its infrastructure like crazy. They've already got data centers. They're partnering with local companies. And get this, by 2026, they're opening a brand new 100% sustainable data center region. So you have this massive, super efficient token factory being built. But so what? What's the point of all that raw power? At the end of the day, the real story isn't about the servers and the infrastructure. It's about what it all means for people, the real-world impact. And for Nadella, it's pretty clear this is way more than just a tech project. He sees it as a direct investment in a country's economy. But even more than that, it's an investment in people, in human capital.
And the numbers here are just wow. First, you've got the money. We're talking about a $17.5 billion investment. That's just for the AI and cloud infrastructure in India.
But here's the thing, all that hardware is useless without people who know how to use it, right? So alongside that huge financial investment, there's an equally massive commitment to train 20 million people in India on these new AI skills. It's about making sure the workforce is ready for this. And you know what? This isn't some 10-year plan. The impact is happening right now. For example, companies like Swiggy are using AI to crunch real-time data to make those crazy fast 10-minute deliveries actually happen. The government is using it to connect workers with jobs. And it's even hitting the creative world, with filmmakers now building entire AI studios to make animated movies. It's happening everywhere. Which really brings us to the final question, the one Nadella left everyone with. All the pieces are here. The tools, the factories, they're all being built, from the screen you look at all the way down to the chips. So the only question left for all of us is, what are you going to build?